Okay, well, good afternoon. My name is Melissa Mulvaney, and I am a licensed acupuncturist in Roswell, Georgia. And today I'm going to be speaking to you about facial rejuvenation acupuncture. Really, those of us who do it, we don't really like to call it cosmetic acupuncture because cosmetic implies that it only has to do with the face, whereas when we do facial rejuvenation, we are actually treating the entire body. And for those of you who are practitioners, if you received your Acupuncture Today newspaper recently, there's an excellent article in there by Shelley Goldstein, who is one of the premier U.S. facial rejuvenation acupuncturists, that she speaks just to this issue, is that she uses it as a pathway to be able to bring people in who would not otherwise receive acupuncture, show them the benefits and the results, and then they want to continue to come back for regular acupuncture. So the June 2015 Time magazine, I don't know if y'all got to see that, I'll put it up here if you want to look at it, but there's an article in there that highlights that 1 in 5 women, 1 in 5, is seriously considering some type of cosmetic surgery for some part of their face or their body that they're not happy with. And so what I provide is a way to restore their natural beauty to a more youthful look without having them go under the knife, without being exposed to toxic chemicals from fillers or Botox injections, and without having to break the bank. When I saw this cover and I read this article, it actually was a relief for me because I had been in the middle of prior to that, I had been in the middle of trying to figure out a way to make myself look like I wanted to look. I'm only 37 and I don't have lots of bags, sags, and wrinkles yet, but I don't want to have them when I'm older. So in my area, in Roswell, which is in the historic district, we have a lot of women there. We have a large demographic of women who are in the process of doing Botox or doing non-ablative or ablative laser resurfacing, or getting brow lifts or facelifts, and that's fine. I mean, I'm not here to judge anyone, but it's not exactly the healthiest treatment for your face, nor does it treat your whole body. So that's the big difference between those Western anti-aging methods and what I do, is that I can not only treat the face, the glabella, the forehead, the chin, I can treat the whole body. So let me tell you a little bit about another client that I have. She is actually, if you want one of these are some of my before and after photos. I have some at my table and I have some up here. The top before and after photos, this client, I will not name her by her real name, but we'll say her name is Kim. She came to me and she was not a happy person. She had really deep frown lines between her eyebrows that she had people coming up to her at work telling her that they thought they were angry at her, or she was angry at them all the time, and that she didn't look like she was very happy or that she was very nice. She also had chickenpox scars on her face, and she had deep wrinkles, nasolabial lines on either side of her mouth, smile lines. And she had tried Botox twice, and it had actually made her migraines worse. She had a cabinet full of product that did not help her. It either caused her to break out more and create more hormonal imbalance in her face, or it caused her skin to dry out. So she was at the end of what she could do, and she was really frustrated. And her problem is not unlike a lot of my clients' problems, perhaps some of your problems, is that one, she wasn't getting a lot of good sleep. She had a high stress job. And so that was contributing to the hormonal imbalance in her skin. Two, she had a lack of attention to her nutrition and her hydration in her skin. She wasn't drinking enough water. She had a lack of appropriate skincare for her face. And she had a lack of professional treatment to target her problem areas. So she did come to me, and I helped her work on her frown lines, her pox scars, and the lines around her face. And you can see, if you look at the before and after photos, she doesn't look like she's 25 again. That's not what I do. I make you look the best you can for the age you are. You look like you've been on vacation, you look like you've been rested, but you don't look like your skin has been peeled back from your face. So today what I want to do is I'm going to talk about 4 better than Botox ways to reduce bags, sags, and wrinkles. And those are the role of nutrition, the role of skincare, the role of tools for home maintenance, and the role of facial rejuvenation acupuncture. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you as much insight as I can in the limited time we have together today, and then I will tell you what you can do if you decide that you want to learn more about this. So I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about nutrition because several people have already talked to about it today. But suffice it to say, if you are not putting good food into your body, then when your body goes to prioritize the things that it has to do, the last thing in its priority list is going to be how your face looks. It's going to care about your circulatory system, making sure your lungs are working, making sure your brain is functioning. Your skin is the very last thing on the list. So you need to put good food into your body, and that means that you need to pay attention to a moderate amount of protein. You need to be eating some good saturated fats like butter or some coconut oil. You need to be getting a tuna omega-3 on a regular basis, and you need to be making sure you're getting lots of veggies and fruits. So 2-to-1 ratio there. More vegetables than fruits. Also, hydration is a big part of that. You want to shoot for about half your body weight in ounces a day, with 20% of that coming from your fruits and your vegetable intake. The second way that you can revitalize the face is to revitalize it from the outside in. So if nutrition is from the inside out, skincare is from the outside in. And it boggles my mind what women and men will put on their face. I say that if you won't put it in your mouth, you probably shouldn't put it on your skin. But if you stop to look at what the chemicals are in a lot of the products that people use, I can't even pronounce half of them. And the problem with that is that when you put chemicals on your skin, your body has to absorb that. We already talked about chemicals and toxic load. Then in that progression, in that priority list of things that your body has to do, the last thing is going to be making your skin look better, because it's going to have to deal with the toxic burden of whatever you're putting on your skin. So to what the other speakers said before, making sure that you're eating organic food, making sure that your skincare is organic. And there are a lot of different lines out there. There are some that I could recommend to you if you'd like more information about that. But organic skincare is the number 2 thing that you really need to be doing to take care of your skin. Third thing is tools. And tools are really important for patients when they're seeking facial rejuvenation acupuncture, because they need to have things that they can do in between seeing you. And they need to have things that they can do so that after they're done with their treatments, they can continue to maintain their investment. So I recommend 2 main types of at-home maintenance tools, and these are jade gua sha and also a dermal roller. So I'm going to talk briefly about each one of those. So facial gua sha is a simple, quick technique that you can do at home. I also do it in my office as part of a treatment package series. But it improves blood circulation. You can do it on the décolleté, which is this area here. You can do it on the neck. You can do it on the face. Jade in particular is a very cooling material, so it's very helpful, especially after you've inserted needles into the skin. It can help with bruising. But facial gua sha is also really amazing because when you do it, it allows deeper penetration of whatever serums and moisturizers, lotions that you're using on your skin. So if you're spending a lot of money on product, organic skincare, then you sure as shooting want to make sure that you get that down into the area of the skin where it's going to do the most good. So jade gua sha is a fantastic way to do that, not only in my office, but at home, and it only takes a few minutes. I personally don't ask my clients to do anything that I don't do myself, and I have a 6-year-old, and I run my own business. So I don't have a lot of time for skincare at home. So my jade gua sha, I use it, I actually have 2 of these at home. I use it with organic argan oil. Argan oil is the best thing, in my opinion, for use with jade gua sha. Argan is great for skin, hair, and nails. It has a nice slip to it. It doesn't hang around on the skin like coconut oil or olive oil might. And it's great for balancing out hormonal issues and softening and diminishing wrinkles. So, organic argan oil, fantastic stuff. When you get your jade gua sha tool, you're going to use it and you're going to lift up. And so this is where I encourage my clients to come in, let me show them how to do it so that you do it appropriately. It should feel good, and when you come in and you have someone else do it to you, it just feels like $1,000,000. Facial dermal rolling is also known as microneedling or collagen induction therapy. There's a lot of these little hummers out there on the market. And I highly encourage you, if you're interested in dermal rolling, that you get a good dermal roller. And if you have questions about that, please come to me and let me answer those questions for you. Dermal rolling is a great tool to have at home because it creates microchannels in the skin. These are little teeny tiny microscopic holes, basically. And that encourages collagen and elastin production. In addition, once you dermal roll over your neck, your face, and your décolleté, you're creating those spaces for your product to absorb into. So you can increase your absorption by up to 200%. Again, if you're spending a lot of money on product, then you want it to get delivered to those areas of the skin that will create the collagen and elastin. So, microdermal needling, collagen induction therapy, facial dermal rolling. It's great, promotes collagen and elastin, reduces puffiness, exfoliates the skin. Great tool to have at home. Last but not least, facial rejuvenation acupuncture. I love facial rejuvenation acupuncture. It is so much fun for me to do. It is really more than cosmetic. When I have clients come in, I have to be able to identify where are their wrinkles? Where are the places that they are unhappy with? Do they have liver spots? Do they have sagging? Why do they have liver spots? Why are they showing sagging and puffiness? I have to be able to identify what kind of pattern they have going on. Do they have spleen Qi deficiency? Do they have liver blood stagnation? So it's not simply a process of just sticking needles into the face to make the face look good. It's a process of figuring out what's the underlying organ imbalance, treating that while I treat the face, the neck, and the décolleté. If I'm not treating the pattern, if I'm not treating the underlying imbalance, then I can't make the person look the very best that they can. So this is a painless, non-surgical method of reducing the signs of aging, and it is based on the principles of Chinese medicine. Involves the insertion of hair-thin needles into not just the face, but the neck, the abdomen, the trunk, the hands, and the feet. And of course, I choose those points based on which channels, meridians, that I want to manipulate for a specific effect. The benefits of FRA, or facial rejuvenation acupuncture, that you can take anywhere from 5 to 15 years off the face, neck, and décolleté, and it can last anywhere from 2 to 5 years, which is fantastic because clients look at that and they compare that to some other Western anti-aging methods, and they see that they get a whole body benefit in addition to just fixing the area that's the problem area on their skin. There are some contraindications for facial rejuvenation acupuncture. It is not for people with pituitary disorders, heart disorders, diabetes mellitus, unregulated high blood pressure, or anyone who has a pacemaker. Obviously not good for people that have problems with bruising or bleeding, and anyone who suffers from migraine headaches would not be a good candidate for this procedure. It's also not something that we do during pregnancy or when you have an acute active cold, flu, or active herpes outbreak. Typical course of treatment is 12 treatments, sometimes it's more. If you have older skin, if you're a smoker, if you don't eat well, you don't hydrate, you're going to need more treatments. But usually it's about twice a week for 3 weeks, once a week for 6. I have some people that do twice a week for 6 weeks. You want to build some momentum at the beginning, and around that 7th treatment is sort of when the magic happens. It's really fun. So I hope that this was enlightening. I hope that you can see that facial rejuvenation acupuncture is more than cosmetic, and it is a great way not only to treat people the way they look, but to affect how they feel about themselves. And more importantly, it creates a bridge to bring clients that you might not otherwise be able to get into your office, into your practice, to show them the benefits of acupuncture, because they realize the pleasant additional surprises of, oh, I'm sleeping better, oh, I'm less stressed, oh, my digestion is improved. And the next thing you know, you've got a patient for life. If you have questions, I'd be happy to answer them. I'm over here at this table. Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak today.
All right, so somebody want to help me move the table? This is going to be a little bit more interactive. We might need you to comment a little bit.